Good morning, students. Today, I'm going to start the next topic of HTML chapter. In the attachment part, you will get some web pages which you need to practice. So first you go through all the slides once, where all the important terms you will get and how to apply it to the web pages you will come to know. So let's start with it. Today the topics which we are going to cover are logical and physical text styles, superscript and subscript, special characters, and how to combine the tags, means writing tags inside another tags, which is also known as nesting the tags, and the types of list in HTML. So let's start with logical text styles. Basically in HTML, there are two types of text styles. One is logical and another one is physical. Logical text styles means according to their meaning only the browser will interpret them. Means they specify that the enclosed text has a specific meaning, context or usage. For example, if you are going to use this tag ABBR, it stands for abbreviation. So whatever you will write inside this tag, it will be an abbreviation of any acronym or something like that. So various logical style tags are there. First one here for DFN, it stands for define. So if you are writing something inside DFN, it will be in the define format. EM means basically it is equivalent to making the things or data bold, emphasizing something. Then writing book titles and all, it can be used using this tag cite. Okay, rarely these text styles are used, but you must know these. Like title of the book, any film you want to write in a different style, so you can use this cite, and it shows the data in italics format which you are using in Microsoft Word. Bold, italic, underline is there. These BIU, this will tackle in physical text styles. Next is code. Many programming languages are there, and you want to write any particular line from the programming language. So before writing that in web page, you must use this tag, that is code. Okay. So another one we have KBD. KBD stands for keyboard. Okay. Something you're entering from the keyboard, that should be written inside KBD tag. Then next is SAM, for a sequence of literal characters like who is the writer, what's the page number, these things together if you're writing, it should be written inside SAM. Next is strong. As EM was there emphasized, same way strong is used for emphasizing some text, either you go for EM or strong. Next is where. Variables you must have heard in different programming languages it is used. Same way it can be used in web pages also. One example also I'll show how it will means render the text after using this tags in your web page. Next is physical text styles. This I was talking about. Physical text styles are means rendered by all the browsers in the same way. Okay, like B stands for bold, for making the text bold. For making the text italic, we use I. Then for means equal width font size, if you want to give TT, it stands for typewriter text. Then for underlining the text, U. Whatever you will write inside U, B, I or TT, it will be in this format which I have highlighted here. Okay. Next I'll show you how it can be written. So example, you see here the same basic structure of HTML you will write. After that, just see, for defining I have written DFN/DFN, and here the code written here in this, it will be written in that way only. Okay, then cite, then code, all I have written. You can copy it while executing your document so that you will see the difference. Like here SAMP, I was talking about that sequence of literals can be there. Abort, retry and fail. These three options are shown when you are installing or you are running any software. So a sequence of literals are there. So this type of data if you want to write, you can write it inside which text style? SAM. Okay, logical text style SAM. Then variable, username, you are entering, when username is asked by the system and you are entering something from the keyboard, It will be given to which variable? Username. So that's why where is used here. You can notice that the previous tags which I had told BR, for giving these data in different lines, I have used BR after every line there. Okay, like here the code from C I have used, this is the code line. So for writing this code line in the web page, I must write it inside code. Clear? Then strong, for emphasizing the text there. Clear? Then physical styles. Physical styles for making data bold, it will be written inside B start tag and B end tag. For making the data italics, I start tag and I slash I will be the end tag. Same way typewriter and U. After executing this, you will see the impact of it. Output will be shown here. This is definition will be written in this way. Site which I had used for writing that book name or film name, anything like that. Newsweek, I had told that it will be rendered in which form? Italics. So you can see the effect here. When it is getting displayed with the help of browser, it is coming in this way. Then code. Code of C language, I had used one line. So this is the code. For writing it, code tag is used. Then SAM, that one here displayed, variable username. So this way, if you want to go with this logical styles, you can use. If you don't want, you can leave it also. Their substitutes are also available in physical styles. I had written boldface inside B tag. So it is displayed in bold. Then italics. Then typewriter, you just see the width of each character is equal. So TT gives this effect. Then underlining the text over there. Next is, so now we are going to start with subscript and superscript. Subscript means if you want to write some character at the base, and superscript means if you want to write some character as the power. Then in that case, we are going to use these two tags SUB and SUP. SUB stands for subscript and SUP stands for superscript. Like here H2O is written, and if you want to write 2 like this, so we'll start writing in the body part capital H. Then for writing 2 as the base, 2 will be enclosed inside start tag of SUB and end tag of SUP. Then as for writing X square, same way SUP and then slash SUP. So SUB stands for subscript and SUP stands for superscript. Next are special characters. We know that left angle bracket and right angle bracket, all these are special characters which we are using while writing the tags, like lesser than and greater than sign. Every tag is written inside these two symbols only. If you want to use these two characters inside your web page directly, you cannot. For that, you will have to use some special characters. For writing using this lesser than sign, wherever you want, instead of writing that, you will be using this sign. Like for giving space, we had used ampersand sign NBSP. For using this sign, lesser than sign, you will be using ampersand sign LT semicolon. And same way for using greater than sign, you will be writing ampersand sign GT semicolon. And for using this sign in your web page, you will be writing ampersand sign AMP semicolon, which will be equivalent to this ampersand sign. So this was about special characters in your web page. Next we have combining tags. There are times when you want to apply more than one effect to a particular type of text. Like I want to write my name in bold as well as in italics, and I want to underline that also. So we have 3 physical text styles for these effects which we want. Like here I have used this name Akshat. I want to make it bold, underline and italics. So we can apply one tag inside another tag. Like I have used I tag inside U tag and this whole inside B tag. This is known as combining the tags together. But while using this, remember the tag which you started in the beginning, that will be closed at last. The sequence you follow. I'm going to use B, U and I. So while closing, start from internal one. /I, /U and /B. It's not necessary that you always start with B. You can start with U also. But if you will start with U, U will be the tag which will be closed at last. I hope you have understood this thing. How to nest the tags. Whenever you are going to nest the tags, the sequence you remember and in that sequence the reverse of that will be used for closing the tags. Okay, next we have lists. Lists are basically, it is a way to group together related piece of information so that they're easy to read and understand. Like if I'll ask you, make a list of items to be purchased. So 1, 2, 3, a sequence you will maintain. So these things how to be displayed in a web page. There are three ways to display it. Three types of lists are available. One is unordered list or unnumbered list, where you can use some sign, a dot sign, a star sign for writing your list items. Then ordered or numbered list, where numbering can be used. A, B, C, D, small a, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3, Roman numerals for writing the list items. These numbers are used. Last one is definition list. Definition list in this class I will not explain because it is also a very big topic. In the next class I will show. But for the time being, let me tell you, like in your copy, I have given some terms to you for writing the definition. So you write now in the beginning like HTML, then you define it. What is HTML? So that type of definition list, if you want to create, you will be using definition list type of thing in HTML. So let's start with unordered list. As I told, if you want to use some bulleted numbers and all, you will be using it. So here, unordered list will always start with UL and it will be closed by /UL. And in between this starting end tag, whatever list items you have, you will be writing those list items with LI tag. Okay, I'll show you practically how it has to be written. So this way the unordered list can be displayed. You can see here unordered list. Here the discs are used. This is the default style of unordered list. These are circles and these are squares. So basically we have three types of bullets which can be provided in unordered list. Okay. Next is ordered list. Ordered list where numberings are used. Same, only you replace UL by OL and rest of the things will remain same. Like we have for giving the numbers, capital A can be used, small a, capital I, small I, and the default one is 1, 2, 3, which I have written here 1, 2, 3. So this is the listing ordered list. Okay, this is the default style of OL tag. So now attributes of unordered list. How to change the bulleting style? By default, a solid circle will be displayed. If you want to change it to a circle or a square, so you'll have to use one attribute, that is type attribute. So three forms I have given here. First one, type equals to circle. Hollow circles will be given in front of 1, 2, 3. Every list item will be written with LI and you don't have to close it. And LI stands for list item. Then if you want the square one, type equals to square, and this one is the default one. You can give it, or if directly you will write UL and you are not specifying the attribute, then also default one, those discs will appear. Next are attributes of ordered list. Ordered list, like here also we have two attributes, type and start. Start is not there in unordered list, but start is part of ordered list. Like start, why it is used. Numbering you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and by default it will start from number 1, number 2 this way. But I don't want to start from 1, I want to start from 5. So we can use one attribute, start attribute, and we will give the initial value from where we want to start. If you will not mention it, it will start from 1, 2, 3. But if you want to start from 5th number, then you'll have to give start equals to 5. Okay, next one, type attribute. As I have already told, the numbering styles are Roman numbers. Then Arabic numbers. Arabic one is this, means Arabic numeral are the default one, 1, 2, 3. And if you want to give the this Roman numerals, you will have to use type attribute, type equals to A, then type equals to small a, type equals to capital I. That way you can mention. Okay, thank you students. This was for this class, I think this much is sufficient. And I'm going to give you some attachments in this in the campus care. You download the attachments. Basically, they are those attachments are the web pages which you need to practice. And I'll try to give some question answers also, from which you can find the notes which I have given in the presentation format. You can write the answers from there only. So keep on following all the videos. Don't skip any of, because I'm following the sequence as given in your book. So if any one of the tag you are leaving that I'm doing this, I have done it. I know that HTML is not very much new for you people, but please follow the videos in a sequence. Thank you. Thank you very much.